Buckle up, folks, it's time for the new series. I've been hinting at it long enough, and now it's finally here. We're finally going to talk about the different realm leaders. It would be better if I had actual art, but I cannot draw, and I'm also poor. So you will just have to bear with my voice for now. And the first one in the series is going to be the realm leader of Yelani Narazi, the Wraith King, aka Desmond Greyspire. Like I mentioned in my Yelani Narazi lore video,
which is still up here and also on my YouTube. You should go give it a watch.
Desmond Greyspire was one of the few people that stepped up and led the main charge, which led to the containment of the rift to the plane of ice. His hard work and dedication to the people of Realm had such an impact that they call Yelani Narazi by another name, the Greyspire Dominion. However, all of this still happened when Desmond was human. When he was king, one appointed by the people, but king nonetheless. And everything ran perfectly smoothly for a time. The rift was contained and guarded. His people were happy, healthy, not fighting monsters anymore. Well, fighting less monsters. Everything was fine. Until his two children were born. Twins, a boy and a girl, Jesson and Finesse. The kids had normal upbringing. Desmond tried as best as he could to raise them alongside governing an entire kingdom, but there were a few things here and there that slipped through the cracks, namely being Jesson's dark intention. Jesson was a fairly normal kid up until he realized that at some point his father would pass on and he would have to select an heir. And rather than trying to compete with his sister, he chose not to leave things up to fate and murdered his entire family and took the kingdom for himself, which he promptly ran directly into the ground. He rapidly raised taxes within the kingdom and used his family's fortune to fund a slowly growing gang known as the Widowmaker. The kingdom, poor, vulnerable, and left to ruin, slowly fell to pieces. Years passed, and all that was left of the Greyspire Dominion was 3 barely functioning towns. The now unguarded rift to the plane of ice was back wide open, and they were now fending off monsters like it had never been contained. And it was slow at first, but the waves were getting lighter with each passing day, and there were now rumors floating about. A pale man as large as the Yetis attacking their last points of civilization, striking down entire armies before they could even make it to the town. And when people would spot him and run to thank their savior, he would vanish right before their eyes. And thus the Wraith King was born. And that about does it for Desmond Greyspire. As always, if you would like to know more about Desmond or just any of my lore in general, you can leave a comment below. I would love to answer them. If you're enjoying the content, go ahead and drop a sub so that you can see more. And I will see you beautiful people in the next video. Gabagoo.